Hi guys, Flailhead here. Bit of a different video this time. Obviously showing my face, a bit weird. But I thought I'd make this this video just as a way of, I guess, applying some of the principles of Doom or the Doomslayer to everyday life, and how some of that may help you if you're going through a difficult period in your life, like I've been in the last year or so. So what I want you to take from this, I guess, or some of the overarching idea is, just like the Doomslayer, he takes control of a situation. So what I want you to take from this is the importance of, whatever circumstance you're going through, of taking control of the things you can control. We can't control everything in our lives. There's always going to be things that are external to us that will always kind of happen to us, but there's quite a lot that we can kind of take the reins of and change. And I want you to, I guess, if anything at all, to take that message that message away from this video, that remember to look for the things that you can change. So the way I wanted to lay it out was just like in the amazing Doom Eternal game, about equipping your runes. And these will be about equipping these runes in your life to make sure that you are as best equipped as possible to go through a difficult period that may come up, or maybe you are going through a difficult period at the moment. So there are things that have helped me and that maybe will help you, maybe not, but I thought it was worth sharing. So rune number 1, I want you to equip your family and friends. So it sounds obvious, but I think if you're going through a difficult time, it's very important to open up to those you're close to. We may not always be close to family or to friends, so it's about finding the people that are close to you, that you're able to talk about your struggles and the things that you're going through. If you don't have people that are close to you, then it's about taking control of that and making the most of opening up your network. So that may be finding social groups online, going to kind of social events in person if that's kind of suitable for you or something that you want to do. And don't be afraid to push yourself, to push through things that maybe feel a bit scary to get there. Because I think sharing something, even just talking about it with people close to you, it's a big relief and a big burden off your mind, and it definitely helps. So that's my rune number 1. Rune number 2, exercise. I know it sounds obvious, and I know it's proven that exercise helps with loads of things. There's no two ways about it. There's no middle ground or grey area here. Exercise helps. And what I would say is, find what works for you. The important thing with exercise, I believe, is about being disciplined. Discipline means that regardless of how you feel or your emotional state, you will go and do something. And that's what you want exercise to be. So start with baby steps. Don't expect that straight away, but definitely build up to that. You want it to become ingrained in your life. It's just one of those things that you do. You wake up in the morning, you have breakfast, you have your coffee, whatever, but you also exercise. Make it a part of your routine. It doesn't have to be the stereotypical gym thing. It can be going out running, it can be walking, it can be swimming, it can be cycling, it can be doing things with friends. That is the important thing is physical activity, something that gets your heart racing, something that's regular, something you enjoy. And if you're able to combine that with an element of socializing, even better. But really it's about finding something that fits within your routine and lifestyle, because we all have busy lives and it sometimes can be very difficult to find the time. But make the time. Take control of this as well. Make the time. It's so important. It helps so much. I can't say kind of more about how important exercise is, honestly. My third rune for you is professional help. Professional help can mean lots of different things, but what I'm a big advocate for are things like counselling. So counselling gives you a chance, just like with family and friends, to open up about things that are bothering you, that are troubling you, situations that you're going through, but to bring it out in a professional environment. So you have someone who's trained to be able to actually help you work through those issues. There's different types of counselling, different ways in which to kind of approach the kind of sharing of your issues, but I think it's about finding what's there for you, what works for you. Don't be put off by it. I think it's so crucial. See it as a maintenance plan for yourself. So we put maintenance plans in place for things like our cars, all these objects that really at the end of the day, they're kind of important, but they're not really that important. We don't really put a maintenance plan in for ourselves. We should. So I see counselling as a really great way in which to be able to talk through your issues. Obviously, it's not always available to everyone. Sometimes there is a price involved. What I would say is that if you want to access something like counselling, to maybe look at going through your medical professional, so you're able to maybe access it in a different way if cost is an issue. But again, try and prioritize it also. If you've never tried it, at least try it. I would urge you to try it. It can be life-changing and it can help so much. Fourth rune, medication. So I'm not here sitting as an advocate for medication solves everything, but I think that for some people it can help depending on the circumstances. There can be a lot of stigma around medication, and rightly so in one sense. Sometimes it can be given as a thing to solve an issue in your life that maybe you have to work through. But every circumstance is different. So again, don't be necessarily put off by the idea of it. What I would urge you to do is, again, speak to a medical professional. Be open about the issues you're going through. And if you find and you feel yourself as well that medication is something that would help, then why not try it? I know people who have used it as a way of giving themselves a bit of headspace for a short period of time. The important thing is to not see it as a solve everything. Taking medication isn't going to take your issues away. You have to have other things in place in your life to help you with it, but it can offer you a bit of respite. So again, find something that works for you and find something that kind of helps you work through this. So my fifth and final rune, to be honest, is really just about making sure you get out there. And by get out there, I mean, don't become too insular and self-contained. We all have different personalities. We might have different inclinations as to how we want to go about our life. And especially when we have something difficult happen to us, we sometimes go into default as to which way we go. But the important thing I would say is to make sure you don't get too insular. Enjoy the small things. Take note of the things that are happening right now in your life. Don't try not to get pulled in too much in things that have gone past, that have happened in the past, or things that may or may not happen in the future. Try and think about the here and now. And sometimes what helps with that is to go out, meet people, just take in the environment around you. Try not to end up too caught up in your own head by not doing much. This will look very different for different people, but what I would urge you is to just try and be in the now And what helps a lot with that is something which people call mindfulness. So the idea of mindfulness is about doing activities which can keep you grounded in the present. So a great thing for that is, for example, video games. That can, I'm sure that will help you. It's definitely helped me. Other things that have helped me, for example, have been music. I've been, doing cooking, So things that kind of require an element of concentration, but also bring you enjoyment, can actually focus you on different aspects of life instead of worrying too much about the ifs, the maybes, or the has-beens. The important thing is to try and bring yourself in and focus on what's in front of you. So that's it. Those are my runes for you. Remember to take control of the things you can control. And the final thing I want you to take away from this as well, just like in Doom Eternal, remember, the thing that your demons, whatever they may be, fear the most is you. They're quaking in their shoes, knowing that you might wake up at some point, take control of your life, rip off their masks, and actually show them for what they are, which a lot of the time is nothing. It's fear, it's worry, it's anxiety. But sometimes it takes a while to demystify them. So take control and remember that you are the thing they fear the most. So, yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Hope it helped anyway. Take care.